Hi beautiful people, this is Kulu from Mahu Tribe. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we are here again to help you enjoy your natural crown. So last video we talked about some of the must-haves to help you on your journey of enjoying your hair, and today we're going to be talking about the must-have tools. Now tools are critical because everyone gets that off day or that jam-packed day, and you find that you might make mistakes or need to do things quickly, faster. So you need all those tools that can help the hair journey be more efficient, quick. I mentioned last time that I've been wearing my hair out for the past 4 years without really doing anything that hides it away, simply to ask, can you actually have a busy life and wear your afro out every day? Not that it's out this way, but I would style it, I would tuck it up, I would just do whatever with it, trying to find out what are the tips and tricks that I need to make sure that I can wear my hair out and show up with it and every and any occasion. So these are some of the tools that I've picked up. I used to just use my fingers, but I'd find that some days, look, the kid is crying. I can't get to my hair as quickly. I can't do a style as fast. And I needed something else to help me. So I found some of these tools to be critical to helping me. So let's start off with them. The first one is the detangling brush. My favorite is the Tangle Teaser with a hook. I love this one because I've always thought combing hair is painful. Until I started my healthy hair journey and I realized that pain means something is wrong. And for a very long time, we just endure pain, right? So if there's pain, stop it. Change something, find something. Having your afro out and your coils and kinks does not have to be painful. So the Tangle Teaser is one of those things that has just been like the saving grace in my household. My husband uses it. I use it on my daughters. They can't even feel me brushing their hair in the mornings when we're getting ready. So I love this. The trick here with the Tangle Teaser is that you just make sure that you're combing again from the ends and brushing all the way to the beginning of the hair. My hair is pretty moisturized. I always say never touch your hair when it's dry. Whenever you touch your hair, it's an opportunity to detangle it or tangle it. So if you don't want to tangle it, if you don't want to break it, make sure it's moisturized before you attempt anything. The next thing is a wide tooth comb. Great if it's got some sharp ends, because sometimes you want to do a line or so. But whenever you're doing a line, let's try make a line here, always use your fingers first. Again, it minimizes the pain. Did you see that? I just kind of work my fingers in, create some sort of line, then you use your wide tooth comb to almost get in there and finish it off. And again, we use our fingers as well. Of course, it's the biggest must-have, is that you can use your fingers for styling your hair. Anyway, I just wanted to demonstrate that. Let me see if I can focus my Mandela line here. It's my Mandela line now. That's a long one, but it's okay. So you need a wide tooth comb, because also sometimes you might want to just retouch on a puffed out afro or on a small puffs, and then it's easy to just pick it. And also if you want to actually detangle with the comb, it's the same technique. You comb from the ends, just picking, and move all the way to your scalp. And I always say, the comb is straight, your hair is coily or curly or kinky, it's gonna be warfare, guys. Trying to get your comb from here all the way there as a goal for the fact that you have combed your hair, that's when it gets ugly. That's when people start giving up. Don't have that as your ambition. If you have picked your hair through from there all the way to your scalp, and you know that you've combed it out, you've taken out the tangles, that's fine. It's gonna hurt. And the next must-have is a pair of scissors. I know many ladies hate seeing scissors next to their hair. Don't worry. You're not trimming every time you touch your hair. That's not what we're doing here. Trimming is important. You want to avoid split ends, because I always give the analogy of a piece of grass. If you've ever zoomed into a piece of grass, it's got that line in the middle. So imagine if you tear off or pull the sides or cut off, the end, and it starts kind of becoming two weak pieces. So that's what happens with when you've got split ends. So you want to avoid creating split ends, and this is really what the scissor is there for. So you want sometimes you get to a situation where you find that you have like a serious, I don't have one right now, but a serious knot. Maybe it was through blankets or sleeping, whatever, but you have a serious knot. You've tried to detangle it with your hair, with your fingers, but it's not working. So what you need then is a scissor to just cut it off. But most of us, we take that tangle and we rip our hair. And unfortunately, that means that you're creating a lot of weak hair strands, and ultimately, your hair's not going to be as enduring. It's going to be weaker, duller. It's probably going to, not be as good and as long as you'd love it to be. So the next thing on our must-have list is a nail filer and a nail clipper. So it happens. You're about to do your hair, you chip a nail, you're about, closing the door, you chip a nail. And then you find that you're not able to quickly just run your hair, do whatever with your hair, right? And so it would be so handy to be able to grab a nail clipper, cut, the edges off, file it, and be able to carry on with your hair. The other thing is that when we have chipped nails, they can actually tear our hair. And when we have teared up hair, it causes split ends, tangles up quicker, it dries up faster. So it actually prevents all of that. So in order to be able to just enjoy your hair, and even when accidents happen or mishaps happen, you're able to quickly recover. So that's why we have a nail filer and a nail clipper. The next things in our must-haves is bands, hair bands. So you need hair bands because you usually need to separate the hair when you're working with it. This helps you and prevents you from overusing product, So for instance, I would put my hair in sections. Let's say this section, work with it, put it in this section, work with it, detangle in sections as well. So that's very important. Let me just pat my hair back. So hair bands are very important. The thing about hair bands is that make sure they don't have that metal part, because that hooks onto hair. I love using this also when I'm stretching my hair to use the band method, where I sort of tie my hair at the beginning, and this is also how I go to bed. So I usually don't plait because I feel like plaiting or doing twists takes long. So I usually just band it at the end and band it at the beginning of my hair, and then when I wake up, my hair isn't shrunken. I usually do this so that it doesn't shrink overnight, because that's usually more work in the morning. So those are things that help maintaining your hair on a daily basis, not such a tedious, become a tedious task. So also, once I'm like this at night, I either wear my satin scarf, or I actually put it on my pillow. These days I like putting it on my pillow and just sleeping on it. Why this is important is because cotton, usually, and other materials, they usually suck all the oil, they suck all the moisture, they dry out hair, and as you move it, you can imagine the friction between your hair and rough materials actually causes damage. And you find that when you wake up in the morning, it's like, nothing, it's like you never put any sort of product on it. So to prevent that, we usually sleep with satin with silk scarves. Can I just make a mention that when I stopped tying, the doek, the scarf on my head, I was so liberated. I didn't actually realize how tight I used to be sleeping, stressed, But now I just put on the pillow, I'm sliding and gliding all night. So you should try it out too. Yeah, and then of course, how can I forget the bobby pin? The pin. You need a pin always, because maybe you've got a protective hairstyle and one strand of hair comes out. You just pin it. You need to do something cute really fast. Demonstrate even now as we end the video. You need to do something quick, something cute, something different, something sleek. You just take your pin, pin the sides. All of a sudden, just by pinning, you've got a new look. So pins are absolute must-haves. When you've tried out a hairstyle, that happens to all of us. You try out a hairstyle, and then you realize it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work today. It's not gonna work tomorrow. Do something now that's different, And so you just take your pins, create a mohawk, something. Started out with an afro, now I've got this mohawkish look. I'm gonna puff it with my hands. So earlier I was going to church, now I'm going to the club. Oh, it can be the other way around, right? So I'm just saying. So these are our must-have tools. Tell us what your must-have tools are and give us some tips and tricks too. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day. Don't forget to subscribe. Cheers.